First possession of the game. Thank you for being with us. The Thunder took down the Jazz a couple of days ago. A little behind the back pass from Giddey. There is SGA. First shot, wasted no time. Beats the buzzer. Got it up over Clarkson. And he tried to scoop it home with a left hand. No good. SGA missed 5 games, abdominal strain, as well as...
Couldn't really get back. You get a good look at that point-blank shot at the rim.
Giddey spinning, using his size, and then he's number 1. J-Dub's number 2. Or excuse me, number 3 in dunks, as Giddey has that shot blocked out of bounds. And the Jazz have 14 blocked shots.
For J-Dub.
Giddey, he'll tee it up from the outside, and Josh Giddey tags on with approaching 5. Horton Tucker, tough fadeaway, left it well short. It was an air ball.
It's good tough defending by Luke Dort without fouling him on that play.
Wide right.
Because, you know, we also play with a lot less fouls. I'm just happy that I'm still functional from all of the not called and, you know, flicking 1s and 2s.
And then buries the mid-range.
We could stop on a dime and finish on a dime, too.
Horton Tucker leaned into that one. You're number 1 with Utah. A Utah team that has really surpassed expectations. Clarkson, always with a...
You know, he knocked down, what, 6 threes last year? So he's got that ability to shoot those threes for a 7-footer.
Speaking of a 7-footer, Walker kept... I thought it was really interesting, Michael. We talked about it in the pregame as there's a steal. Giddey trying to create the 3-on-1, and SGA had it punched out of bounds. I thought it was really interesting, Michael. We talked about it in the pregame as there's a steal. Giddey trying to create the 3-on-1, and SGA had it punched out of bounds.
And you talked about those 17 threes that they made on Friday night, 13 in that first half.
Giddey tries another 3. That one a little bit short. And they're able to jump out to the lead thanks to those 4 quick threes. Clarkson trying to give Utah its first 3.
Well, they're not allowing any easy shots, and you know they're rotating well out of those defensive rotations. And man, that's just a tough drive by a tough guy right there, Dario Saric. Jazz have done a pretty good job of that too.
Agbaji from the outside. Struggled from 3 on Friday night. Missed that one. Saric, little ball fade, got around Kessler and scores inside. And it was Phoenix ultimately taking down Dallas. Game-winning shot from Kevin Durant. Dallas could not answer from Luka Doncic, and SGA right out of the timeout pushed the lead for the Thunder.
Uptick from the Jazz, getting some shots up. Got that deficit under 20.
But one of the things with Utah was done in the game. See Utah just trying to do something here offensively. There was nothing doing. Gay. J-Dub. Back out to Giddey. Little jab step. Space on the 3. That one had some arc to it. Wow. And Josh Giddey's got 3. Feels like they've led by double digits constantly over the last 2 games. Utah just has not been able to put any kind of pressure because the Thunder have just played so well against this Utah team. As Jalen Williams from the outside cans the 3. See what Utah does offensively. That's why the point of emphasis is on Clarkson here in the second half. As Giddey puts his head down, beats the shot clock, got it up over Agbaji. And so Dort, the defender, all over Clarkson. Had nowhere to go with that ball, turns it over. Giddey fires across court, catch fire 3, Jalen Williams. And so Dort, the defender, all over Clarkson. Had nowhere to go with that ball, turns it over. Giddey fires across court, catch fire 3, Jalen Williams knocks it down.
Well, that's not always the case a lot of times. So Leonard gets a good look, not able to knock. That's that shot they really want him to continue to make. He's one of those guys who... How about that nice little roll, a little push and hand check.
Jordan Clarkson, remember, he was 6th man of the year back in 2021 coming off the bench for that deep Utah team. Now he's got the steal. But every game that he's played in this year, that's 61. Giddey on the big fella. Wants to drive, bounces off of him, and then shows the touch inside the free throw line. Good patience.
He might be a second-year player, but that's...
As Isaiah Joe returns to action. I don't know if that pass was intended for Dort or SGA. Either way, it works out.
Good around the basket. When it comes off the rim, you just knock it off and just give it to him.
Dort bounces off of Fontecchio. SGA comes back into the game. Feeds it down to the corner. Josh Giddey, open three, and he takes advantage. Giddey, couple of jab steps, now tries to drive, spins, shoots right over the top of Juzang. Did not settle for the outside shot and realized. And so Abaji into double digits with 11.
Giddey uses his size when he's close to the basket. And here's another one of those, man, I'm telling you. He's got that down.
And he was asked after the game, you face so many good offensive players, so many different offensive players. And he was asked after the game, you face so many good offensive players, so many different offensive players. Yeah, we're talking since the beginning of January. Yeah. He is really unlocked.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
Aspects of his game. There's the boom from the outside. Nope, they're going to call it a deep two. It has been double digits since the first quarter. Giddey has to beat the shot clock, the spinning move. You got to think here, one more bucket from Oklahoma City might seal this one. Giddey on the lob, and Jalen Williams inside.